Hey, what's going on? In this video, I just want to share with you a few really cool things I learned from the book called 41 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Uh, now, before I get started, down below there's this link, and if you click on it, there's education on how someone can really make the most amount of money using different social media platforms. Now, I read somewhere that the book 41 Laws of Power is actually the most read book in prison. Who would have figured? And Robert Greene is an author that I really look up to. He's a really cool guy. I saw a couple interviews you do, a couple speeches, and his story is that he tried to be a journalist, and basically he was told from his mentor, the guy he looked up to, basically, dude, you're never gonna make it. You're shit. Just quit. Crushing blows. So he basically started traveling all over the world, doing all these different odd jobs, going like, what the hell am I gonna do with my life? And basically he came down to the conclusion in all these odd jobs and traveling that most of what people do is due to power. What do you think? Is that true? I do think there's some truth to that. One internet marketer I really look up to is a guy named Ben Settle. He has a podcast. He used to live in Roseberg, Oregon, which is right near where I'm at. I'm actually in Grants Pass, Oregon, which is this tiny little town in the south. And in a public speaking event, he answers this question like, "What do you want? Why do you do all this internet marketing stuff?" And his answer was pretty interesting. He didn't say, save the world or end world hunger or something like that. He basically said he wants power. And people are like, "What the heck?" Seems like an asshole response. But with more money, you can have more options in your life, and I'm sure you can agree with that. Uh, then he's talking about how a lot of people they go to jail for no reason, and well, if you got money, you can help those people. Uh, I remember I used to live in Cambodia for like 2 years, and I actually went to jail over there. And you can get anything you want in jail with money, pretty much. You can even get like a big room and a big screen TV, and you get like anything you want with money. So the cool thing about this book is that there's all these different philosophies, like different laws, ideas, and then he backs them up with some history and some stories. And the stories are really, really cool, okay? Like one of the philosophies or laws was that people need to learn how to just shut their mouth sometimes and just not speak so much. There's this guy in Russia who's about to get hanged, and the rope broke, and what did he do? Oh yeah, he opened his mouth, and it basically he opened his mouth and said, "See, in Russia, they can't do anything right, even hang someone." So a lot of people laughed, but guess what? Word came back to the mayor of the town, and the mayor was like, "Well, shit, we gotta show people that we can hang people. So we gotta make sure we hang this guy. Otherwise, he was about to just be free, so you can go back to being a farmer or chasing women or whatever you want to do. But because he opened his mouth, boom, and he died. So it was a pretty interesting story. Uh, Another great law is that as you climb the ladder of success, you should dampen your brilliance to some degree. And it's kind of an interesting saying because the truth is there's a lot of haters out there. Kind of like that whole saying, if when the nail sticks up, it gets whacked right back down. Just on my own story, I met a really cool guy in a Cambodian jail cell. He was from the UK, and he kind of went out there and he worked at a bar. Then he owned a bar. He's been out there longer than me, and he met a girl and basically sold some drugs, and he made a whole bunch of money basically. And the locals were looking at him like, "Who's this foreigner coming in here making a bunch of money, our money?" And so what happened? Yeah, they got jealous. Someone dropped a dime on him, and bam, he got nailed. And the police just basically robbed him and threw him in a prison cell in Cambodia, the big house. And he had a pretty funny story about the prison where there was a hole where you could escape. You can just go, but nobody would go because they all worked for the guards. There's only like a couple guards. So if you try to escape through there, I'd be like, "Oh, well, get him." So nobody could escape the prison. But that was kind of interesting. All right, so there's also a lot of other good, obviously, laws. There's 41 of them, so there's a lot of cool stuff in this book. I'm just kind of giving you a couple examples. Another one that's kind of interesting, a law, is people trying to make a show of their authority are easily deceived by the surrender tactic. Your outward sign of submission makes them feel important, satisfied that you respect them. They become easier targets for later counterattack. He said, but it does kind of make sense with people authority. You don't want to. Well, I noticed I was to jail, so I kind of had a big mouth, and yeah, I kind of got punished, but it was my fault. Uh, Another thing that philosophy reminds me of is actually a game I used to play. And it's a really cool game where you turn someone's ego against them. So I won a lot. And I'll show you the game. It's a really cool game. It's called the 5 question game. And I did it when I was like drinking at a bar. Like, yeah, okay. And if I win, you can buy me a drink or something. And what you do is you say, okay, I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. If you get each question wrong, you win the game. Okay, that's all you gotta do. Just get them all wrong. If you get one right, then you lose. And you gotta buy me a drink. And the first 3 questions could be anything. And then with the fourth question, what I would ask is, well, all right, shit, I don't remember. What question am I on right now? In which case they might help you and they lose, or they'll usually get and go, oh yeah, you're on question 10. Like, oh crap. And then I do is I act like I lost. I'm like, oh, shit. Damn it, how'd you do this? You won. And I can't believe it. I feel like this, I feel like an idiot. But have you played this before? And most of the people, because their ego, they don't want to go like it. Well, no, I haven't played this game. I'm a badass. Look at me. And then, which case, they lose and they go buy you a drink. So it's kind of an interesting, fun game. Completely got off on a tangent there. Um, I'll show you a couple other laws which I thought were really cool. I want to share with you, even though there's a little whole bunch. Law 13 in the book is interesting. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy. There you go. Don't remind people of past deeds. Nobody wants to give a crap about that. Find something that will benefit them and emphasize it out of proportion. That's kind of interesting, huh? Like, remember when I helped you over here? I don't give a crap. That was history, man. But if you help me, then I can give you this money. Oh, man. Law 16, use absence to increase respect and honor. Oh, that basically means don't be around someone all the time. Kind of like a relationship, like go away sometimes and like, oh, wonder what that person is doing. But if you're always around them, like, okay, I'm getting sick of you, man. You sucked up my energy. Go away. Uh, Law 21, play a sucker to catch a sucker. There you go. Seem dumber than your mark. Kind of like this whole story they had of salting the mines. You guys are like, oh, it's so stupid. Look, we found this diamond mine with all this diamonds in it, but we need money. And everybody will get greedy, like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. And they'll go, I don't know what to do. I have no money. Well, you want to buy the mine from me for like, a low amount of money? They go, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. And they buy it, and all they did was just, salt it and put a couple gold in here, and there was nothing. There's no mind. They just fold them. But he played a sucker to catch a sucker. Law 27 was really interesting about a cult. There you go, huh? Playing on people's need to believe to creating a cult-like following. I think Justin Bieber has a saying where he calls his tribe believers. Kind of interesting. Monsters for Lady Gaga calls her follower monsters. People want to believe in something. Keep your words vague but full of promises. It's interesting. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Never seem in a hurry. Always seem patient. Don't act like you're working way too hard. Because why is this guy struggling over here with his job? And I noticed that with it. I used to try to get a job at a really fancy restaurant in Houston, Texas, and I guess he was kind of an asshole. So I was like, I'm gonna go, and I was like studying really hard. Like, what the hell's this guy doing? Oh, they didn't hire me. No. So it's kind of an interesting, law. Uh, Learn to stand back when not ready, and then strike. Sniff out the spirit of the times. Find the trends that'll give you power. This reminds me of Warren Buffett too. I'll listen to some of his videos and talks. He's not a very smart person, but he basically just sits back and looks at deals all day long. Go, dude. He looks at a crap load of deals, and he just goes all in on a couple. Boom, boom. Basically, he looks at it like standing at he's like a batter, and he just looks at pitches all day long. He only swings at a couple of them. You don't have to swing. That was interesting. So there's a couple of cool laws, but there's a lot more in this book. I mean, it's a fantastic book, very popular, very famous. Highly encourage you to check it out, read it if you get a chance. I hope this video was somewhat enjoyable, beneficial to you. If you did somewhat like it, I really would appreciate it. Just hitting the thumbs up button helps me. Now, if you're interested in making some money online, uh, I really think one of the best things you can do for yourself, education wise, is really just click the link below. I've been in online marketing for, I would say, at least 7 years, if not longer. I don't remember. I mean, but I've been in it for a very long time. I've screwed up a lot, been through a lot of very educational programs. I've tried different things, and this guy is really, really good. He's one of the best. And the reason why is not only goes over social media, and that's all kinds of social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. But he goes over the most important part of internet marketing, which is, what do you think that is? Yeah, actually getting money from people, getting someone to take out their wallet and actually buy something, because that's not easy. It's very hard, and that's called the sales funnel. They call it email marketing, whatever you want to call it, the upsells, downsells. There's a lot of work involved. So he goes over all that too. It could really help you out when you want to convert and actually get someone to buy something that you have. Okay, he's really good. Check it out. Highly encourage you. Click the link below, and I wish you the best. And take care. And bye for now.